Hello guys, welcome to Simplified Coding, and in this video we will learn how we can upload an image from our Android application to our MySQL database. So we will not upload the image to MySQL database, but we will store the image to a server's directory, and we will store the path of that image to our MySQL database. So I'm using Xampp. So in your root directory, which is htdocs for Xampp, create a project. I have created upload example, and it is only a folder, and inside it we will create a php file dbdetails.php, and the dbdetails.php will contain the constants that will be used to connect with the database. So I have a database image upload, so let's create this database, and the host is localhost and username is root, and by default Xampp php myadmin does not have any password. So let's create this database. So go to localhost /php myadmin, and here we will create a database. So the name of the database is image upload. So create it. Now we will create a folder here, a table here. So let's name the table. You can name it anything. So I'm giving the name images, and it will contain three columns, one for id, and second for url, and third for name of the image. So we have three columns. Click on go. First one would be id, url, and name. id would be auto increment and primary key. Don't forget to do this. So you have to make it auto increment and primary key. This is very important. And the url would be text, and we can give name as varchar 100. Now let's save it, and we have our table. Now we will create one more php file that will handle the upload. So save it as upload.php. So write upload.php, and first we will, let me enlarge it. First we will import the dbconnect file. So we have dbdetails.php. Now we will define an upload path, and it would be uploads. So let's also create a directory here and name it uploads. Oops, not here, inside this. So open it and create a folder, uploads. Now inside this folder we will upload all the images, and we also need the server IP. So write server IP equals to get host by name, and then get host name. This will return the server IP. Then we will define an upload URL, and it would be http:// dot, we will concatenate server IP, and then we will concatenate the path of our project, which is upload example, and then we will concatenate the path, upload path. That's it. Now this would be our upload URL where the image will be uploaded. Now we will define a response array. Now let's check if $_server request underscore method, and if it is post. So we need a post request, HTTP post, to upload image. Now we will check if the required parameters are available or not. So we will write if is set and is set. We have two parameters, the image name and image itself. So we will write dollar underscore post and the name of the image, and again dollar underscore post and the image. So for this we will not use post, this is a file, so we will write files and the name of the image and name. Now if the both parameters are set, we will connect to the database and we will write con equals to mysqli underscore connect and or die. And here you can write unable to connect to database. So that's it. And inside mysqli connect we will pass the required parameters, which is db underscore host, db underscore user, db underscore password and db underscore name. Let's match the constants: db host, db username, db password, db name, username. So the connection is ready. Now we will get the name of the image. Name equals to dollar underscore post and name. This is actually the name that would be stored inside this column. Okay, so now we need to get the extension of the uploaded image. So for this we can use the predefined function path info. So let's create a variable named file info and it will store the path info of the file. So we will write dollar underscore files and image and name. Now we will get the extension of the file from this file info. Write extension equal to file info and extension. Now we will create the file URL that would be stored in our database. So file underscore URL equals to upload URL and we will concatenate the file name. We will create this function as every file uploaded will get renamed according to the number of files that are already uploaded. So we are calling get file name and then we will concatenate the extension of the file. That's it. Now we need the file path. Now this is the path where actually the file is getting uploaded. So this would be upload path dot get file name and again we will concatenate the extension. That's it. Now we will write try. We will try to move the uploaded file and inside catch if there is some error that is generated. So write catch. Here we will handle the upload error. So this would take an exception object. Now inside exception to your response array, response, create a key and put the value false and response message, and let's get the message from this object e. So we'll write e get message. Now come inside try and we will call the function move uploaded file. Now the first parameter would be dollar underscore files and we have image and the tmp underscore name. Now where the file is temporarily stored in the server, and we will move it to the actual destination, which is file path, file underscore path. Now that's it. Now we will store the path to MySQL database. So we will create an SQL query. So we'll write insert into images, and we will insert URL and name. So write URL and name, and the values would be URL, so which is file URL, and name. So now you should not use this query this way. Instead, you should use the prepared statement. So this is only an example, so I'm using this way to make it quick. So we have our SQL query. Now we will execute the query, mysqli underscore query, and we will write con and the query. If the query executes successfully, that means the image is uploaded. So we'll write error equals false, that means there is no error. And we can also give the URL, which is file underscore URL, and you can put name, which is name. So we have our script ready. Now let's test if it works or not. So inside else we can write our response error equals to true, and in message please choose a file. So our script is ready. Now we will use Postman or any other REST API client that you can use to test this script. So let's check whether it is working or not. So open Postman, and you need the address of this upload.php. So localhost upload example and upload.php. Copy this URL and paste it here. Now come to body, and you need to pass name and image. Okay, so we will pass name, let's name it Bilal, and image. Now this would be file. You can use form data. So this would be name, let's name it Bilal, and image would be a file. So this is a file. Now you can choose any image from your computer. Now I should have some images. So let's try uploading this. Put back. Oops, one thing I just forgot. We have not created this function, this get file name function. So we have to create this, or else it will generate an error that method not exist. So come below and create a function get file name, and again you need to connect with the database mysqli underscore connect, and or die unable to connect. and pass the constants here, or you can copy paste, copy and paste it here. Now we will create an SQL, select max, and we will selecting the max ID from our table as ID from images. So we will get the last image uploaded, ID of the last image uploaded in our database, and then we will fetch the result mysqli underscore fetch underscore array, and we'll pass mysqli underscore query, and this will contain con and sql. Now we will close the mysqli underscore close, and we'll pass the connection object, and then if result id is equal to null, that means we don't have any result stored in our database. Then in this case we will return, or we will start with 1, and if it is not, we will return plus plus dollar result id. We will increment the id by 1 and we will return it. So this way the image name will start from 1 and it will keep incrementing for every new image uploaded. So that's it. I think it should work now. Now let's check. Select this image and click on send. We are not getting any response because we haven't displayed any response actually. So we have to display the response. So come here, and below we will close the database connection, and we will write echo json underscore encode. It will encode the response in json format, and we will write response, this our response array, and it will be converted to json format and it will be displayed to the screen. Now let's upload again, and as you can see we are getting some error on line number 46. And so let's check what is in line number 46. I guess I have to write it inside this if, as we are connected here. So write, and that's it. Now let's test again. So we are getting error is true and please choose a file. Let's see what is the problem. So we have name and image, and we have name and image, so as you can see we are getting some error, and this is because I am using a Mac and it does not have the permission to store the files inside this folder. So for this I will go to get info, and I will click here, provide your password, and change it to read and write, and read and write. Now let's try again. So as you can see the image is uploaded and the name is 2.png. If we will open this URL. Let's see, we should see the image. Oops, we have a little error. We will sort it out. As you can see, the image is getting uploaded. We forgot to put a slash here after upload example. So let's do it here. We have to give a slash. Now let's upload again, and as you can see, it will work now. Let's try. So the images are getting uploaded to the server. As you can see, we are getting the images, and we are also getting the URL stored in the MySQL database. Now this thing what we are doing here with Postman, we will do this thing with our Android application. The user will select an image and will send the request to this URL. This all thing we will see how we can do this in our Android application project. So we will see this in the next video. And if you are having any confusions or troubles, you can leave out your comments below the video. And also you can get the source code of the project in the description of the video. The link is given. And please help us to get more subscribers. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video as well. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.